So the Jagdpanzer E100, which is one of my favourite tanks in this game. However, this is a tank that is not exactly easy to play. I mean, it is pretty easy to play if you only want to do one shot of damage in each game, but yeah, it's pretty easy indeed. You just go and sit in front of someone, do one shot, and then you die. But if you actually want to play this thing properly, it takes a little bit more finesse. As always, we're going to go through the setup of the vehicle, and then we'll go and play 3 live games, where you can then decide whether or not this tank is for you, or if you just want some tips along the way. So for equipment, we're using HP Turbo Rammer. This is pretty standard. I wouldn't even recommend you choose anything else on this tank. It is one equipment choice fits all, and the only alternative that you can do is obviously get rid of this for experimental hardening, which would actually be very, very beneficial, and I would recommend you pick this if you have it spare. Right now, because I'm just going to be playing this tank just to make a video, I'm not using it, and as well as that, also experimental turbo would be very, very nice as well. So if you do have those two laying around and you think that you're going to play a lot of this tank, I definitely recommend that. The filmers on this tank, we go left, right, right. Then we go left and then right. For the left-hand side, this is the same for every single tank destroyer in the game. It's pointless choosing anything else. But for the right-hand side, you actually have the choice here. Because on the first one here, we're number 7, you have the choice between getting plus 2% for vehicle hit points or 20% from crew injuries, at the detriment of also then losing out some reload time, which I honestly think is a pretty big plus. To have your crew be safer, you get the hit points as well, especially considering you're going to be brawling quite a lot with this tank. This is definitely not a sniper tank. So 3% reload time reduction, if you're using a rammer, not really too bad. Because if you did choose the right hand side, yes, your reload time goes down to 19.58, whereas if you choose the left hand side, it's 20.79, at least for the setup that I have currently. I don't think this is too bad of a trade-off. For the last one, there is 2 sides that you could choose. Now, because this tank actually goes semi-okay backwards, definitely not rapid. 18 is not exactly very, very fast, but you could choose a left-hand side. You then go 14 backwards, but then you do gain the track repair speed as well, while also gaining some engine power. So it depends on who you are. I think that the reverse speed personally is better, but you might disagree. And then finally for the crew, here we have the commander, the gunner, driver, radio operator, loader number 1, and loader number 2. There are actually no bonus perks on this tank because every single crew member fulfills a role on this vehicle. Okay, so for our first game, we're on steps, and this is actually an assault battle. We are defending, which is the much nicer side sometimes to play. It depends heavily, but the reason why it's sometimes much nicer is that you don't really have to think too much. You just sit there, you defend. For a tank like this, it's actually quite nice to play that role. But quickly, we're going to be speaking about the ammunition choices. And this tank gets some of the highest standard pen in the game at 299. It is not the highest because the FE and the FE 4005 and the FE 215B183 actually own the highest stock with 310 AP rounds. But this gets 299 AP with 1050 alpha. But then the premium rounds, this does indeed have the highest pen of any premium round in the game at 420. And yes, it is very, very nice to have this because no matter what you meet, if you meet a Kran on the enemy team, straight through the turret. Doesn't care. Whatever turret armor they think they own, they no longer have it when you load the 420E. So it is really, really nice in that respect. But also really nice for people that don't want to spam as many premium rounds because there is that option there. Obviously, we're going to try and snap that just to try and get the shot off. Our team is very passive though. They are very, very passive indeed. The best way to actually play this vehicle is to be up close and personal, but you can angle this tank at a 45-degree angle, roughly like this, and then they'll struggle to pen, depending on their premium round. But most people will struggle to pen. Right, well, now that he's taken out the game, did I mention the alpha damage on this tank? Yeah, it's FV levels. But yeah, this is just classic Jagdpanzer. You have such a high caliber gun. It's just, you have so much potential to do stuff in this with this tank. And yes, when ammo racks do occur, yep, they're usually pretty spectacular. Sometimes the ammo rack is so overkill though for this tank because you think like, oh, he has 800 health left. If you ammo rack him, you're actually low rolling. I wonder if this guy is actually going to go up. This is what I mean though for this map. It's quite nice to defend on this map because you just play very passively. The VK dealt with him. That's all good. I'm actually going to push forwards, I think. E75 is still here. Get him out of the game. Got a Grom behind us that's in the middle of the field. However, we're defended by some mountains? No, these are rocks, Max. They're definitely not mountains. But even with, they have 6.5 minutes left to try and deal with us. I might go back to base though. Not much is going to happen here. Our team is going to slaughter that. So what we're going to do is run back this way. Deal with the tanks in our base and move on with our lives. I mean, we've fired 2 shots so far. We have 3,000 damage. Yeah. I mean, I basically got a 2-for-1 deal on the 113. I think we deal with the Grom first. We get the Grom out of the game. If we get the Grom out of the game... Oh, okay, excellent. He is indeed out of the game. Nice. And our team manages to deal with him. Tries pushing forwards, but that's not really too much of a problem. This guy is going to be... What are you doing? No shot on the Char though. We're actually going to get capped out because we can't push through this. We have 10 seconds left on our reload, and it would be really, really useful to get 1 shot on this Lorraine. Oh, that is an FE though. That's really big that he just got hit there. Alright, I don't want to shoot this FE. They still have 2 tanks left. Gun is trolling now though. Not a lot we can do about that. It's annoying that our team actually pushed this. Like, instead of after killing this, they should have just come back. There's the FE. I mean, I am not winning this game. I'm going to try and just HE pen this guy. He hits that though. You know what? We'll both HE each other. Okay? Are you happy now? Whatever. Okay, nice. 4,329 damage. I mean, if you're going to be losing, you might as well go down with as much damage as you possibly can. So, very, very nice result. We shot 6 times and penned 3. The 140 shot 26 times, penned 14. But basically the same damage. Power of the almighty Jagdpanzer. Okay, for our next game we're in Redshire, and we are going to go to the left-hand side. Bit of lag there. Actually, quite a bit of lag. Interesting. I'll double check that I'm not downloading anything in a second, but the Jagdpanzer likes to be a heavy tank. It just does. It wants to be a heavy tank. In its past life, it was definitely a mouse, and actually it was an E100, let's be honest, but it definitely wanted to be a mouse, okay? And it excels at brawling and being on the front line with the enemy heavies and just absolutely smacking people in the face for 1000 alpha. So that is where we're going to go, and I'm also going to double check that I'm not downloading something in the background because my ping is all over the place. Well, I mean, we've nearly arrived at our destination. We're still lagging. I'm not sure why. I guess the servers are having a bit of a fit right now on EU2. So I'm not too sure. Wow, this is, yeah, quite bad. There's a lot of rubber banding here. I'll try and make the most of this, but I can't make any promises because this is exceptionally bad. Okay, no pen into him though, unfortunately. Although this could make for some funny content. I really don't know what's going on here. I mean, we still hit it, so can't actually tell. I can't actually tell like when this guy is showing his turret or not. No, with the ridgeline, makes it quite hard when it's lagging. Come on, little Super Conqueror. Oh, he wants to go in. I mean, that's just a mistake right there. I can't support this 60 TP as he's pushing in. I'm sorry I've kind of gone a little bit silent, but this is a struggle to actually even play this game right now. To try and work out how, because I'm having to think ahead, like what he's going to do in a second. So it's quite quite difficult. Why are you going over? Oh, God. Please. I can't tell. What is going on? It's like watching a slideshow. I'll switch servers after this to see whether or not it's the server, but... I mean, I'm not downloading anything on my computer, so I'm not sure. I don't really want to go over this. The E4, Centurion Action 10 is all there. It's kind of a bit dodgy to try and do that. Go on, you peek over with your very, very strong turret. Not that I'll find out later when you've peeked over, but... Oh, for goodness sake. My team do not seem to be the most intelligent of teams. Usually I can bait them to try and push up. Right, and then get a shot out on them. I don't even know where that one went. I can't tell whether or not he was behind the mound before I shot or... This is what I mean about the 45-degree angle, though. You try and bait people into shooting, like, either your upper hole, or whatever it might be, and they will really, really struggle. Right. I'm thinking it's probably worth to try and just push this. Just push this, get this guy killed. That's lovely. Okay, we'll go back to AP now. And 2.7k for really heavily lagging, like really, really rubber banding hard, is not bad at all. We'll be able to get more though. I'm sure we can get 4k out of this game, depending on how much health the enemy has. And the Centurion might get spotted in a second, and then we have a very easy shot if he is getting spotted up here. We get spotted, probably from the T100, who's going to be over here, maybe. So what we'll do, we'll just go wide. We'll see if we can spot the T100. I doubt it'll be the E4. The E4's probably stay put. EBR as well. No 4K game out of this, though. There's too many one-shots. Which is definitely not what the Jagdpanzer excels at. It's killing one-shots because you have very, very long reload for killing a one-shot. So really, if you can help it, you don't want to be even shooting at one-shot targets because it just takes too long to get them out of the game. I don't think I'm even going to be able to kill this T100 because I can barely even move right now. There's just lag all over the place. Oh, hello E4. Of course we bounce off the E4's lower plate because why wouldn't we? Not that I could even tell where the E4 was. Yeah, we're dead here. Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we're switching servers to see if this makes it any better, because that was unplayable. Yeah, 74 ping to... I don't know, EU2's having a fit. Okay. I do want to see, though, quickly, where the shot on the E4 went. Don't worry, I hit the lower plate, but... You know, why would you pen a lower plate? Okay, right. Much more stable ping, it looks like here. So, we're going to go to the window. Obviously on Ensk, it's very, very nice for this tank, indeed. I mean, Redshire would have been really nice, but if we weren't lagging, that would have been a really nice game. Definitely would have got one more shot onto the E4. Because we would have just been able to do a lot more without the lag. So let's go here. Let's just see whether or not we can snipe someone as they're crossing. Which is one of my favourite things to try and do. Especially if there's artillery in the game, because usually they go late across either left or right. But we'll see if anybody decides to try and cross. We might be able to get one. If not, then we'll just move into the heavy side. I mean, to be fair, we don't really need to go and even enter the heavy corner because our team's playing a pretty good job, or doing a pretty good job of holding them here. So if we push in, we would have to push in quite far. So it might be worth to just sit here for a second, a few minutes, and just work out what's happening around the map. Interestingly enough, this Conqueror pushing up here might force the T-57 to come around the corner. Although I don't know what he's doing. Right, yes. Come on. There's no big scary Jagdpanzer waiting. It's fine. You can push around the corner and kill the Conqueror. Of course you can. Come on. Come on. No big scary Jagdpanzer is here. Right, the TVP's there. That's why he's not pushing up. Excellent. Thank you very much. The free 1,000 damage. Now our team is losing over the other side massively. Catastrophically, they are losing. That guy will put one into me. I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, this is just over, isn't it? This is pretty over right now. Zoom out, see if we can get a better angle of what's exactly going on. 45-degree angle again, lovely. Now angle against the char. He's going to just go all the way around though. Into his rear. No fire, unfortunately. Angle that. Angle this guy as well. Lovely. Angle him. Lovely. Oh, you, angle. Unfortunate. No more one shot. Not a lot I can do in 15-5 games, but there you go. Well, I mean, 2.9, nearly 3k, but top of the team, which is quite worrying, but there you go. Yeah, there's not really too much you can do. I can't predict that my team's just going to flop completely over one side of the map, but so far, 3,300 damage average. We'll play one more because these games have been so quick. It's unbelievable how fast they've been, or they've been very, very just slow, like with the Redshire game where nothing was really happening. So we'll play one more. Now, unfortunately, we're on Redshire Assault though, and we're attacking. Now, this is one of the worst things you can possibly have on Redshire because it's so biased towards the defending team. It's really, really very easy to win as the defenders, and this, in a tank that's very slow as well, can be just devastating for this vehicle because there's sometimes just games where there's nothing you can really do. Unless you can spot someone as they're crossing over here towards that area over there where the heavy tanks usually fight and stuff like that, you might just struggle to even get anything out of this game. So we'll see what we can do. It might not be very great, but I mean also the quality of the matches as well has gone downhill pretty rapidly. Especially as it's coming up to Christmas and stuff. Definitely don't expect the games to suddenly improve at any point. Usually tier 8's not too bad, but around holiday ops, but tier 10 especially, it probably won't be very good. This is what I mean. You don't have gun depression, you don't have the speed to go anywhere around the map. You're very, very just stuck. Not doing a lot. And can we shoot the Badger at all? Oh, hello. That went too high, unfortunately. Much, much, much too high. I thought it missed, honestly. Tell you what, let's go into the middle, see if our team can support me, which is never good. You should never, ever rely on your team to do anything. Assume that your team are just all idiots, and that is how you should play World of Tanks, because half the time they are. But we'll push around to this way. We'll see if we can get anything, because at the moment we've got 0 damage. So I'm actually going to load heat, because 752, all of these, I can just go straight through him without any worries. So we'll go down low, down here. See if we can shoot any of these. Actually, we could go up high, maybe Maybe up around here? We don't have a lot of gun depression, so we can't go too high up, but... Sorry, what? I don't know what I hit. I really don't know what I hit to not pen that. His gun, I guess? Maybe we can get something on the Badger. Oh, hello. Yes! Lovely. Hello, E50. E50 is using the small gun with AP. At this kind of distance, it's not really too much of a problem. Very good. Now I'd like to try and see if the Badger's still around here. I do have a shot at this guy if he peeks out a little bit more. Well, that guy's taking damage, that's good. Where's the Badger gone? Badger should be here. There he is! See? We've discovered Senor Badger. He was hiding. Although, I'm still not going to be able to get a shot on Mr. Badger, because... Yeah. Oh, this is a struggle. This is a very, very big struggle. I mean, I can just sit in here, but... Everyone's now a one-shot, which just makes Jagdpanzer sad. Not enough damage for everyone, you know? Yeah, so try and side-scrape against me. I'm sure this will go well. Go on. Yes? Does he not want to side-scrape against me? Oh? He's trying it. He's thinking about it. I can't actually pen him here. I know the IS-3 is behind me. I'm hoping someone shoots him. There we go. Oh, Progetto. Excellent. Maybe we can just angle this? No, I'm not going to angle this. Nah, we're dead here. Whatever, man. It's such a useless map. I mean, we get, what, 4,000 combined, which is... Well, I mean, it's combined. It's irrelevant, but... Yeah, 2,000 damage is pathetic for the Jagdpanzer. But this is what I mean. Like, on this map, you can't really expect much because the tank is too slow. The map is really, really badly designed for this type of tank. Unless you're defending. If you're defending, this is amazing on this map. But if you're attacking, it's so awful. Well, I mean, we lost on time. But yeah, I mean, you should get so much more out of this tank. But that map, in that matchup, you're not doing much. But anyway, that's the Jagdpanzer E100. It's still one of my favourite tanks in the game, even though it does have its shortcomings. It is big, fat and slow, but it does have 1000 alpha with 420 heat, so that kind of makes up for a lot of it. And yeah, out of those 4 games, only 3000 average damage, which is pretty pathetic, to be honest, but fine, whatever. It wasn't the best of games. But I hope that showed you how to play this tank, hopefully along there, especially with that 45-degree angling. If you can really nail that down, and hopefully get some better games than I did, you can do a lot of damage with this tank. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.